Hello everyone, this is 1 Year On. I'm Alison, and following on from episode 33, today's episode continues with reviewing the brain training app Lumosity. Today I'm going to talk through the speed category games. On my phone we have the following games. There's Highway Hazards. This is such a fun game. For the geeks among us, me included, this game is working on is your information processing. As you are moving quickly, your brain is being challenged to perceive and quickly analyse things and respond to new information. In real life, for example, it's spotting a pedestrian and immediately pressing the brakes. That's a very real example. So who doesn't love a motor racing game? Whizzing past all the other cars, thinking you're going to win the Formula One Grand Prix? Well, sadly you can't do that on the open road, so games you have to enjoy to challenge yourself. This is no different. You turn the wheel left or right, avoiding things on the road. You get the alert of which lane the issue is with and you need to get out of the way of the obstruction. It's Grand Prix racing with a twist. You've not only to avoid the other cars, but also avoid the broken road and what looks like tumbling hedges which come onto the road. I really like this game. It appeals to my inner hoon. Moving quickly on. Penguin Pursuit is a spatial orientation game which is testing and training your ability to understand and remember relative location of objects in space. A real-world example they provide is orientating yourself as you exist in a subway station and head out into your destination. We don't have subways here in Canberra, but we do have shopping centres which can disorientate you somewhat. In this game, you're beating your rival to get to the fish. You have to be careful as the iceberg spins and so do your controls. This is really fun too. You're the hungry penguin wanting your fish and the maze is spinning around. You have your compass which stays still. It's quite hard and I really love it. You end up with another penguin chasing you and it can get quite funny as you are pressing the wrong buttons to try and get yourself the prize of a fish. The next game I'm going to review is called River Ranger, and this has been a game I have struggled with as I couldn't first work out what to do. It's an information processing game which involves quickly perceiving, analysing and responding to new information. You're looking down at a river from above and observing the animals or fish who are swimming in it. You've got to remember the animal in the water and compare it to the second animal in the water. Then in each round you need to click on the one that you saw in the last round. The rounds move very fast and it's so easy to get confused. I've now managed to get a hang of the game, but for a long time it was very hard for me to play it properly. It's clearly a skill I need to develop more. Speed Match is a game of information processing and it's very clever. You get 2 cards in a row, they move from right to left. Your task is to say if the cards are the same or different, yes or no. The cards are simple shapes and colours, say a yellow triangle for example. It's harder than it looks because you can be hitting the yes or no for several cards and then they change the card and you auto hit the yes incorrectly. Of course, that's what they are trying to get you to train out of your fingers. I can manage this one. It's not too hard. 1 card back is okay. Speed Match Overdrive. This is a similar game as the Speed Match one, but it allows you 3 choices. Yes, no and partially. The partially can be shape or colour. I found this really hard. There's a game called Spatial Speed Match. It's similar to the other matching games, but instead of one shape on the card, there is a coloured dot positioned in one part of a shape on the card. So say it's a triangle of circles. You have to say if they match to the card which came before. It was easy, but really not easy. The next game is Speed Pack. Oh, and this is a game that I grew to love. It's a spatial game. I like doing the spatial games and I'm quite good at them. About your ability to manipulate or imagine your interactions of objects in your mind. So in the real world, they offer that you can be picturing how your living room would look like with a new couch in it. So what you need to do is the objects are to be packed into your suitcase. On the phone app, the case appears on the screen with the items already in the case. The case is broken up into a grid pattern, and you are to pack it, ensuring you pack the camera in a free spot on the yellow sections. The hinge closes and you can see if you've chosen a free spot. Imagine your case isn't deep and the sections can only hold one of each item. This is a grand game and I love it. As you go up the levels, they have different kinds of cases. They've got three-way folding cases and cases that fold in an angle just to be extra confusing. I find this one a lot of fun. Splitting seeds is a game that I've not seen in any other brain training app. It's again a manipulation of objects in your mind. You're a bird and the seeds are on the ground. There's also a stick on the ground and your task is to move the stick around to ensure that there is a matching number of seeds on each side of the stick. It's quite straightforward, but also quite difficult because you've got to do it quickly, of course. The web version of Lumosity has Penguin Rally, which is a slightly different version of the Penguin game. Also, there aren't as many of the speed matching games. Penguin Rally is exactly the same as Penguin Pursuit, but I'm not sure why they've given it a different name. Of course, the object of these games is to go quicker and quicker, and accuracy is really important too. Fast, accurate, and being balanced between achieving both of those. It's a challenge to do the best you can do and to get better each time. That's what brain training apps are all about, because you really are only competing against yourself. Yes, they offer scores for you to compare yourself with others, but it's not like you sit beside someone else who's playing Lumosity at the same time. Although I suppose some people do that. You don't get anything for improving your score against others, so they only give you that information so you can see your comparison and feel good about yourself. Thank you for listening. If you've enjoyed this episode, please like, share and subscribe. I will be back next time to talk about the category of games in Lumosity, which is attention. Thank you.